Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Friends, I will show you the second sample video for Celpip 5th section, that is listening to a discussion. If you want to see all of the Celpip tutorials, then you can search on YouTube by writing Celpipster. You will find all the other tutorial series here. Listening part is having 6 practice tests and 1 practice task as well. Total time allocated with the listening section is 50 minutes. Please keep in mind that passage will be played only once in the actual Celpip test. Now, let's start with Celpip 5th section, that is listening to a discussion task. In this task you will watch to a small video and will have total 8 questions. You will find options in this task in the form of drop-down and need to choose the most appropriate option from the options given in the drop-down. Let's take an example now. Please watch the video.
I am not saying Canada is against any particular gender, but in recent years, I have gone through a number of cases, which shows that our law is tilted in favor of a woman.
I agree with you, Emma. Stats show that there are just 1% cases of domestic violence, in which male is aggressive against the non-violent female. In most of the cases, violence is bilateral, means both the male and female are found violent.
You're right, Ethan. In our country, the law will never ask any question if you are a victim, that's it. No one will bother to do some research on the case, will give full favors to the victim, especially females.
Hold on guys. I think the law should protect a woman. You see, I have seen a number of cases, where men tell a lie about their property, their salary, just to get married to a woman. Once married they start harassing their wives and start abusing kids and resort to domestic violence. Recently one of my clients suffered head injuries and she was forced to call the police to save herself.
I will suggest you do some research on this case, before accusing her husband. Just like your case, one of my clients, Mr. William, was having some issues with his wife. One fine day his wife got provoked by the message on his phone and bit him on his nose while he was sleeping. In order to protect himself, he just pushed his wife away and she got injured. Now you tell me who started the things and who should be punished.
I believe that we need to curb domestic violence in all possible ways, whether it's violent man or woman. The law should devise a procedure to do some research on all the cases. And one last thing, alumni money that women get from a man should be reduced, so that some greedy women may not misuse laws meant to protect the woman.
Let's start with our first question. Our first question is, what is the topic of discussion? Now let's check out the available options. The first option is, Canadian laws are anti-female. Second option is, Canadian laws are not gender-biased. Third option is, Canadian laws are anti-male. And last, fourth option is, Canadian laws are gender-biased. According to the video, our third option is correct, as we can listen very clearly that the topic of discussion is Canadian laws are anti-male. So accordingly our third option is correct, that is Canadian laws are anti-male. Now, let's move to the second question. Our second question is, in this discussion what were the 3 speakers mainly doing? Now let's check out the available options. The first option is, sharing their views. Second option is, sharing their options. Third option is, estimating the numbers. And last, fourth option is, arguing with each other. According to the video, our first option is correct, as we can listen very clearly that all the 3 people were sharing their views. So accordingly our first option is correct, that was sharing their views. Let's see our third question. Our third question is, what type of most cases are found in Canada? Now let's check out the available options. The first option is, in which none is violent. Second option is, in which the only male is violent. Third option is, in which the only female is violent. And last, fourth option is, which both male and female are violent. According to our question, I think our fourth option is correct, as we can listen very clearly in the audio that both male and female are violent. Now let's move to our fourth question. Our fourth question is, according to Jack, whom should the law protect? Now our available options are, option 1 is, only women, option 2 is, only men, option 3 is, both of them, and last option 4 is, none of them. We can listen very clearly in the video that Jack was in favor of sharing his views that women should be protected by laws. So accordingly our first option is correct, that is only women. Let's move to our fifth question. Our fifth question is, what did Emma suggest to Jack? Let's check out the available options. Option 1 is, to follow his heart, option 2 is, to do research on the case, option 3 is, to not do research on the case, and last option 4 is, to get sufficient proof against male. According to the video, our first option is correct, as Emma suggested to Jack to follow his heart. So accordingly our first option is correct. Now let's see our sixth question. Our sixth question is, how to curb domestic violence, all possible ways. Let's check out the available options. Option 1 is, with research work of such cases, option 2 is, with suggesting talks, option 3 is, with punishing the male, and last option 4 is, with punishing the female. According to the video, our first option is correct, as with research work of such domestic violence cases can be curbed. So accordingly our first option is correct, that as with research work of such cases. Let's move to our seventh question. Our seventh question is, why alumni money should be reduced. Option 1 is, so that men may get easy. Option 2 is, so that women should get lesser amount as alumni. Option 3 is, so that greedy women should not misuse the laws, and last option 4 is, so that women should get greedy. According to the video, our third option is correct, as according to the discussion alumni money should be reduced so that greedy women should not misuse the laws. So accordingly our third option is correct. Let's move to our last 8th question. Our 8th question is, who tells lie about their property? Option 1 is, women, option 2 is, men, option 3 is, both men and women, and last option 4 is, not mentioned in the discussion. According to the video, our second option is correct, as according to the discussion, men tell lie about their property to get married. So accordingly our second option is correct. So, friends, I think this tutorial will give you some idea about how to choose the right option in listening to our discussion task. Please register on Celpip to experience the real-time based practice platform. Link to join the platform is mentioned in the below description. Don't forget to subscribe our channel before completing this video. Thanks for spending time with us.